Hello, everyone, and welcome. This is our 19th session in Sahaja Yoga online meditation. Thank you for joining. So, tonight we'll be focusing on the collective consciousness and the ability to feel vibrations on our hands or on the hands. So, as we continue our meditation, we become progressively sensitive to our own vibrations, to the vibrations of others, and to the vibrations that exist all around us. We become collectively conscious, which means essentially that we become integrated with one another. We become one. So the Vishuddhi chakra and its presiding deities are responsible for these abilities within us. It can sometimes be rather difficult to feel these abilities if we move too far into the left or into the right. So this is also where the power of pure brother and sister relationship is established. So if we're too far into the left in our guilt and in our sadness and wallowing, then we can't feel the integration of the center, which is where we feel this oneness. And if we're too far into the right and we're angry, then again we can't feel this oneness because we're holding our ego in one side or our superego in the other. So when we're integrated into the central path, into the central Vishuddhi, our words become smooth like butter, and the essence is sweet like honey, because compassion has been established within us. So you can start to see and understand the drama within yourself and within the world. When you become collectively conscious, you become almost detached. This doesn't mean necessarily that you're unfeeling, but that you begin to enjoy life and you don't take it as seriously. So it also means that you don't become part of a problem. You just become a passive spectator. You're neither adding nor subtracting from anything. You're just watching it and within it. So without further ado, I want to welcome Ruby. She'll be explaining these aspects within us and guiding us through a meditation that's centered around this chakra and these qualities. So just before Ruby continues, I just want to ask if anyone here is joining for the first time to Sahaja Yoga Meditation Online. And if you are, just send a message in the chat and we'll arrange a breakout room for you. So anyway, Ruby, take it away. Welcome. Thank you
Hello,
so
how are
much for
you?
joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Pleasure.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on this program, this journey of ours for so many days, investing your time and your love and your attention. It's a beautiful gift which Shumatiji has given us, and we would like to share it. It's a fountain of love which just is there, and all we have to do is just immerse our hands and our being in it. So before we get on with what our friends have led us in last few weeks to, we can take abundance so that our attention is focused, our attention is in the right place on our spiritual evolution, on our heart. So I think we all know how to take abundance. So we will slowly raise our attention and our left hand along with the right. First knot for the first channel on the left hand. 2 knots for the right channel. And 3 knots for the central channel of evolution. We can take our bandhan, putting attention on our chakras as we go. I hope we all are facing Srimataji with a small candle in front of her so that we can get the maximum vibrations and we can have our attention on her and our spiritual evolution being connected with her. So we can put our hands at the center of our heart and asking Mother, Mother, please allow us to have this session where we can cleanse ourselves and meditate with your permission and the way you want. With hands, both the hands on our lap, we can just see where our thoughts and our attention is. This attention is very magnetic. Wherever attention goes, Mother Kundalini travels there. So the best thing is to put our attention on all the positive things. And what can be more positive than our Divine Mother? And the Kundalini itself, she's given us a part of herself within us. This Mother Kundalini is her reflection. And this reflection, Mother Kundalini, is just full of love, compassion, and forgiveness. She has loads and loads of forgiveness and compassion as long as we just want to stay connected with her. And there is no other way to stay connected with her but to be in complete thoughtless awareness, saying that it's very easy to be thoughtlessly aware of everything around you. It's not easy, believe me. Still, sometimes we struggle how to do it. So we all find our way of doing it here and there. I would just like to share my way of doing it, which is, I don't know, works for everybody or not, but it helps me a lot. After taking the bandhan, I just think there is a small bird or a seed at the center of my right palm, or there is a small drone at the center of my right palm. And very respectfully, I let it come, start traveling on my central channel, slowly, slowly upwards. While this bird is going upwards along my hand, the chakra it's crossing, attention travels along with it. And when the attention will go up, so will Mother Kundalini. So let's try it a couple of times. And in our heart, asking Mother Kundalini, requesting Mother Kundalini very humbly, Mother, please come in my Sahasrara. Mother, please come in my Sahasrara. Srimataji, please come in my Sahasrara. Let this Sahasrara be worthy of you. Now, just try to take your attention a bit higher and higher. And let it stay at a certain point, say about 3 feet or 4 feet. That little drone, that little bird is on top of our head. It's watching us. That's our attention. Keep the attention on the bird, which is our attention. From our attention, watch yourself. Let it go a bit higher. Let the attention go out of your house, the ceiling, the roof, and feel the sky and be one with the nature, the sky, the trees around us. Feel the silence within and outside. You feel the thoughts dropping off. Be careful. Don't let them come in. Just stop them. Full attention in the sky. Now that there are no thoughts, we actually realize We have been aware what's going on around us, but we did not put our attention to it. Such a beautiful state. Now that there are no thoughts, we can put our right hand on our heart, left hand on our lap, and we can request Mother, Shrimataji, please come in our hearts. Mother, please make us more loving and forgiving. Because if we don't forget, we can't forgive anything, then we can't be one with our Kundalini. Our attention is attacked from all sides. So just requesting Mother, please come in our heart, Mother. Mother, please cleanse and purify it and fill it up with your love and give us forgiveness in our heart. So our hands are cool now. Once the Kundalini rises, it's like a sunshine and there is no darkness. If there is a darkness within us, it is in various forms of our conditionings and habits. Once our chakras are in balance, we can witness that. And for that, the main chakra is the Vishuddhi chakra, the fifth chakra, which allows us to watch ourselves, introspect, and have the desire to correct ourselves. And once we clear the chakras, we have to surrender it to the divine to work its magic. So, how do we do it? First, we go into the reasons why it is happening. We are not attaching ourselves to it. We are not feeling guilty about it or not taking it personally that I have this problem. It is there now that we've got our realization and we have the blessings of our Guru, who's also our mother, Shrimataji. We are so blessed to have her in both the forms. She's guiding us as a Guru and loving us as a mother. So we can request to her, Mother, please allow us to see our mistakes and correct them without feeling guilty or without getting into the ego. So, like all other chakras, Vishuddhi chakra also has three sides. First is the left Vishuddhi. It gets the catches. Can we have the slides, please? Sorry. About the Vishuddhi chakra. Thank you. So the positioning of the Vishuddhi chakra in our body is the neck, which is very obvious. And can we have the second slide, please, for the positioning in the body of Vishuddhi chakra? Yeah, thank you. First is the neck, very obvious. Whenever we have the Vishuddhi chakra problem, we get stiff in the neck. Cervical is one of the things which happens because we are not keeping our Vishuddhi clear. And then we have the two index finger, the pointy fingers on both the hands, left and right, and our toes, the second toe next to the big toe that pains and sometimes throbs. And on the front, just at the hairline, just the center. Can I have the second slide, please? Yeah. So Vishuddhi chakra has 16 petals, and its day is Saturday, as you can see, and the color is blue like the sky, and its country is America. Element is ether, sapphire, beautiful sapphire. And the symbol is the wheel. You might have seen Sri Krishna's picture, which he is always carrying on the index finger of the right hand, a wheel of time. We can get into that some other time. And the planet is Saturn. Can we go to the next slide, please? Yes. So Vishuddhi chakra is dealing with all the very intricate parts of our body, which on the physical level, we can say that the ENT doctors, they deal with it. And it expresses our feelings through the organs it's dealing with. As you can see, the throat, the eyes express our feelings, our anger, our joy, love. Nose is there, throat, mouth, teeth, tongue, face, and hand the most, where we feel the sensitivity and we feel the vibrations, which we'll get into it after the slides. And the diseases are thyroid, spondylitis, cold, cough, vertigo, and all those connected with this. And the cleansing technique is looking at the sky and working with your hand, which we will do while we'll do the mantras. And one of the affirmations or requesting or praying to the divine is that please allow me to be in the witness state. Make me empty so that I can see this play of this life through your eyes, where I am not reacting to anything, which we will see how we try to do that. Can we have the next slide, please? Yes. Oh, sorry. Can we have the causes first, please? Thank you. Thanks. That's great. So now left Vishuddhi is the left part of our neck. It generally affects us. This part is affected when we are in the left side. We are guilty of whatever is happening. We blame ourselves. Once we start blaming ourselves, it's a never-ending story of staying there, which also we can say comes from the ego, that we think so big of ourselves that we are doing everything. What is the divine playing its own part in the whole play which is going on? It's not we who are doing it. So once we understand, we establish the divine in our heart, that there is a divine, Shrimataji is there, and we are forgiving ourselves and everybody else, means we are not doing anything. We are just a pure spirit. And we have the divine in our heart. So the guilt has no role in it, because it's the divine who's doing everything. So that guilt, if we have, it does a lot of damage to our left Vishuddhi. One of the thing that is that it goes deeper and deeper if we don't put our attention on it. And another thing, the causes of um, left Vishuddhi catches when the relationships, we don't respect the relationships in the pure manner, in the innocent manner. The relationship between friends, brother and sister, they have to have the pure element of our first chakra of Sri Ganesha. There is a sanctity of all the relationships. Once that is maintained, acknowledged, and respected, this center starts clearing on itself. And also accepting in our heart that we just got a realization, but there are certain habits which are not pleasing to our spirit, our spiritual evolution. So, without arrogance, we have to acknowledge them and ask the divine to correct it and cleanse it. So, while we'll do the mantras, we will see how we work on our left Vishuddhi. And then there is the center Vishuddhi, where we have difficulty in communication, we can't express our feelings. Then it gets the catches as well. And then the right Vishuddhi is where we are using the language which is not appropriate, which is criticizing others, or we are shouting, or we are swearing, or we are being sarcastic. That means we are not respecting the spirit which is in the other person who's facing us and on whom we are shouting. So once we start respecting the other person and we talk without the ego, this center starts settling down. So can we have the slide with the qualities, please? Slide with the qualities, please. Yeah, thank you. Left Vishuddhi, as we were saying, we need to respect others, but first we have to respect ourselves. When we are in the guilt state, we stop respecting ourselves, we are blaming ourselves, and we are too critical of ourselves, which spoils the left Vishuddhi. So we need to respect ourselves. We are the children of the Divine Mother. She has blessed us with this Kundalini awakening, the realization. So we have to respect ourselves because that Kundalini is in the awakened form. And we have already invited Shrimataji, the Mother Kundalini, the mother of all the mothers in our heart. So she's already there. So when she's there, how is it possible that we cannot respect ourselves? So once we start respecting ourselves, we automatically respect others as well. And that next stage is when we acknowledge the fact that we are just a spirit. We are not this emotion. We are not this intellect. We are not this body. We are not this mind. And we are not even this emotion which seems to get hurt at the slightest of the thing somebody says. We are just a spirit. So once we accept the fact that we are just a spirit and nothing else, that guilt slowly, slowly starts going away. And you feel so light because we are just carrying on that guilt for no reason, no fault of ours. We are just a spirit. And it's such a beautiful feeling to live without that burden on our left Vishuddhi. And then is this brother-sister relationship. It is the purity of the relationship that everybody is like our brother and sister. All these people who've been connected in this program throughout, they're all our brothers and sisters. The love they are sharing is of that pure quality. Once that is established, this is the chakra of Sri Vishnu Maya, who was the sister of Sri Krishna. So once that acknowledgement of the pure relationship is established, this chakra starts opening up and makes you lighter. Not just this chakra, but it is connected with the left heart and the ego as well. So once all that guilt and that disrespect for the spirit, your own and others, goes, starts clearing the ego and the heart as well, because it is sitting in between, connecting the head and the body. It's like a bridge there. So the center Vishuddhi chakra, as you can see, it is dealing with the communication and diplomacy. We talk to people with without thinking sometimes, and we hurt them because there is no diplomacy. So once the central chakra, the central Vishuddhi starts clearing up, our communication gets better. It is there in our mind that we are, with our speech, we are hurting somebody. And that other person also has a spirit within them. So again, when we put our attention on this chakra, the Kundalini Mother will come and start clearing it, because this is our desire. We are asking Mother Kundalini to come and cleanse and purify this chakra so that we can have good communication, we can have diplomacy, we can be collective with the all-pervading power and everybody around us. And above all, we are in the witness state. We are watching things, but we are not reacting. Even if we are reacting, if we can react in a positive manner of seeing the aspect of love, that whoever is doing something for us is out of love, rather than seeing the other aspect. So the central Vishuddhi gets cleared up when we put our attention on it, and Mother Kundalini does the rest. The right Vishuddhi is also very important, because when our right channel gets heated up, all our speech, our thoughts, they are guided by our ego. Once we cleanse and ask the divine, ask Mother Kundalini to cool down our right channel and enlighten it with the love and forgiveness of Sri Shiva and the cool, soothing light of the moon, you will feel that this right channel is cooling down, and then automatically it takes the pressure off our right Vishuddhi, which makes our language sweet. We are polite to others so that our words don't hurt them, because the words can stay very long in the memory and they hurt. And we respect others because there is a spirit within them, whether it is they've had their realization or not, whether they've got their enlightenment or not, but the spirit is there. So rather, when we are sweet, probably we can talk to them and let them feel that this love has given us the enlightenment, and we can share that enlightenment. And that's such a beautiful moment when we, with our sweet voice, we can share that love and help them to get their enlightenment. And there is one point my little elf forgot to mention in this slide, is in the qualities of the right. No, it's all there. Thanks. Can we have the next slide, please? Yes. So here we will do the mantras, and I would like to show how to give the vibrations to the chakra of the left Vishuddhi. If I can have the camera on, please. Uh, yeah, thank you. So the left Vishuddhi, we'll take our right hand. Either we can place it here or we can just rotate it from right to left in the clockwise movement. And the mantra is Shri Vishnu Maya. Shri Vishnu Maya was the sister of Shri Krishna. She was the one who announced the arrival of Shri Krishna. So it's a very, here coming to that pure relationship again. If we forget even doing the Shri Vishnu Maya mantra, if we can just give the vibrations and ask Shri Ganesha to, Shri Ganesha, come and please establish your purity in my Vishnu Maya chakra, left Vishuddhi chakra. It will help us a lot because Shri Ganesha is the embodiment of purity and innocence. But here we will first do the Shri Vishnu Maya mantra, and in our heart, asking Mother Kundalini to establish the qualities of Shri Vishnu Maya, and also remembering the fact when we are reciting the mantras, if our attention is not there, then that mantra is not effective. Then it's just we are saying something, and our Kundalini will not follow there and cleanse it, because Kundalini is following our attention. It's not following the words. The Kundalini is following our attention, and our attention has to be on Vishuddhi chakra. It's difficult in the beginning, but try to have your attention where your fingers are moving so that the fingers can give the vibration to the left Vishuddhi. And we can recite the mantra of Shri Vishnu Maya. Can we have the mantras, please? Again, thank you. Yeah, left Vishuddhi, Shri Vishnu Maya. So we can recite the mantra of Shri Vishnu Maya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vishnu Maya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, please cleanse and purify my left Vishuddhi. Shri Mataji, please enlighten my left Vishuddhi with the innocence and purity of Shri Ganesha. Mother, please allow me to feel the purity of all the relationships. Mother, by your grace, I am not guilty. Mother, by your grace, I am not guilty at all. Mother, please let the purity and innocence be enlightened and established in my left Vishuddhi. Can we have the second slide, please? Now we can focus our attention and our hand in the center of the Vishuddhi, and we can keep on rotating our right hand, tips of our fingers pointing towards our neck, going in the clockwise motion. And here, the deity is Sri Radha Krishna. So we can recite the mantra of Sri Radha Krishna. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Radha Krishna Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, please cleanse and purify our Vishuddhi Chakra. Mother, please make it worthy of Sri Krishna's attention so that the qualities of Sri Krishna can be established in our Vishuddhi Chakra. Mother, please give us the witness state. Mother, please give us the sweetness of Sri Krishna so that we see the sweetness in everyone we talk to and we share that sweetness and that love. And in that love, we are in complete witness state. O Mother Kundalini, please come in my Vishuddhi Chakra. Can we have this next slide, please? Now we can put the the right hand on our lap, and with the left hand we can give vibrations to the right side of our neck, which is the right Vishuddhi, and we'll be careful to give the vibrations in the clockwise motion from top to bottom, from right to left. Fingertips towards pointing towards our neck on the right. So here we can recite the mantra of Shri Yashoda Sakshat, or even if we do Shri Vithala Rukmini, they are the two options. So we will do Shri Yashoda Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Yashoda Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, please cleanse and purify my right Vishuddhi. Mother, please take away all the heat of the ego from our speech. Mother, please enlighten and establish the love and the sweetness of Sri Ganesha in my right Vishuddhi. The innocence of Sri Ganesha in my right Vishuddhi, so that there is no ego there. The innocence which is full of sweetness like honey, the voice of a child. Mother, let this right Vishuddhi be completely purified from our ego and the heat of our right channel. Can we have a picture of Shrimataji? Now let's put attention on our hands and see what we feel on our hands. We have been talking about vibrations. So what are the vibrations that we are feeling on our hands? They are like cool breeze, or like blowing, or as if flowing sensation, but not shaking. So let's not confuse the shaking with the vibrations. It might be pins and needles, tingling, pulsation, numbness, heat, icy cold, just cool. That means the process has started. When we requested Shrimataji in her form of Sri Kundalini Mother who's within us to please cleanse our Vishuddhi Chakra. So Mother has already started that process. These hands are connected with our arms, and the arms are connected with the neck, which is the Vishuddhi Chakra. So it's a very important aspect of feeling the vibrations, the part where we feel the vibrations on our hands, on the physical level. So Mother Kundalini expresses herself, the problems of all the chakras on our hands. That is through Vishuddhi. So that means our Vishuddhi chakra is very, very important because all the vibrations of all the chakras are felt on our hands. So we need to take care of our Vishuddhi very well. So all the sensations which we are feeling, that means the Kundalini is working. So here in this state, we are again not going to attach ourselves to what we are feeling. We will work on them through those mantras which we've been learning through these programs, but we have to learn to surrender to the Divine Mother, to let her do her job and bestow the blessings on us. And those blessings come only through meditation when our attention is on our sestra without thoughts. So let's meditate for a minute or so. Now we are aware of the vibrations on our hands. So another very important aspect of the Vishuddhi chakra is collectivity. So what is this collectivity or the collective conscious? Now we are meditating together. We are feeling we are one. We are on one platform. We are feeling one. So what we are feeling now is the collective vibrations. Not to say that we are not growing in our meditation, but at the moment, we are all connected in one program with attention on Shrimataji. So the vibrations are collective at the moment. And this Mother Kundalini is so gracious and so loving that if one of us has not been able to reach a certain point, she's not going to grade the child, because for Shrimataji, all her children are equal. So the Kundalinis of the other people on this program, their Kundalinis are so loving, they will try to lift that child's Kundalini up and bring it to the same level. That is to say that all our Kundalinis are connected and they're all trying to bring us at the same level. That is the power of collectivity. And Shrimataji's attention is always there, blessing us, lots of blessings pouring through us, through our sestra. When we are together, we go deeper because mother's attention is there. So the very important aspect of this Vishuddhi chakra is the collectivity, where we become part and parcel of the whole, because we are asking Mother through our attention, please make us part and parcel of the whole. Mother, please allow our attention to be connected with the all-pervading power, hence connected with you, not through our emotion, not through our intellect, but through our Kundalini and vibrations. Mother, please make us collective through our vibrations. It is like this: if we cut our hands somewhere, all the RBCs in our blood they rush to that spot to heal it. So is the collective Kundalini. One child who's little weak, the Kundalinis of the whole collective, without saying or asking, they will help the Kundalini of that child to rise above, to strengthen, to nourish and nurture as a mother. So when we are together, we feel the vibrations of the collective. While we were discussing the Vishuddhi in the beginning, we said we need to have the introspection. What is the introspection? Introspection is also feeling your vibrations on your hands. That we can do when we are at our home in front of Shrimataji, a separate space for Shrimataji's picture, nicely framed, not very fancy. It can be fancy if you want, at a clean spot, because you're in front of Holy Mother. That space is sacred. Wherever her picture is, the vibrations are coming from there. So in our house, we can have a small spot for her where her picture is on a clean place, which we are not using for anything else, just for meditation, to be one with her. That is just our space, our bubble, where we create the bubble of vibrations. Candle to focus our attention, to clear our left channel and our attention all the time. So that is the time when we sit in our own space, in our own bubble with Mother, with some nice flowers to show her her own creation. That's when we sit down in front of her and we ask Mother, Mother, please give us pure knowledge. That asking in front of Mother with the open hands, that Mother, please give us pure knowledge, allow us to be connected with you, is called introspection. Because now that we have our realization, and when we sit in front of Shumataji with the open hands, our Kundalini immediately knows and recognizes Shumataji and starts working. And we get to know our status of chakras. So we can, at that moment, do our clearing, sometimes just with the affirmations, using our hands, or just sitting in front of Mother with pure desire. That's all our Mother Kundalini wants from us. The pure desire to stay connected with the all-pervading power and attention focused on our Sahasrara, or the particular chakra which we want to work. That attention needs a little bit of attention, nurturing and care from Mother Kundalini. Asking Mother Kundalini to please cleanse and purify our attention so that we can be one with the Divine Mother, with the all-pervading power in our Sahasrara. That ocean which is there on top of our head of mother's love. Allow us to be a drop of that ocean and merge in that ocean and be one with that ocean. The more thoughtless we go, the wider our sahasrara becomes and the blessings pour in. Those blessings, when they pour in, they detach us from all the worldly issues of emotional attachment, materialism, and everything else, and just takes us deeper and deeper into this joy of spirit. And once we are there, feel the mother so sweet that we don't want to get out of it. Let's see if our Sahasrar has any thoughts. So let's clear them out so that in few moments we can listen to Shrimatiji's speech and listen to the physical aspects of the Vishuddhi Chakra, where she, as a mother, as a guru, telling us how to take care of it. So just for a few minutes, let's again go to our Sahasrar with complete thoughtlessness so that we can be one with our mother when she is blessing us through that speech.
So your testing time is there. You have to test yourself. As Muhammad Sahib has said, that your hands will speak and they'll give witness against you. So on your hands you will know. Now these hands are the blessings of Sri Krishna. They come out from the same Vishuddhi. And as you know, the pelvic nerve serves it on all that. And there are two chakras of one Lalita and another Sri chakras, all on these both sides. They also play into the hands of Sri Krishna. With these hands we can feel the vibrations. Now if your right Vishuddhi is too strong, you may not feel. If your left Vishuddhi is too strong, you may not feel. But that doesn't mean that you haven't got realization. You have got. You just work out your hands. Now for working your hands, you have to see that you don't use them for useless things. That's very important. Because you have special hands. These hands are the ones with which you spread the collectivity. Now for example, Italy example. Here the people when they talk, they'll go on. I don't know anything what they are saying. They only know their own, all their gestures, and they only can depict. For a person who doesn't know that, they'll go on like this, all the time. So this should be reduced. There's no need to use your hands so much all the time, like this, like that. Little bit. But while using the hands also, it should be decent, it should be regulated, it should be very indicative and useful. Just showing off your hands is not good. It is some sort of a theory came out, I was told, that you must put your gestures into your hands and speak. It's all right for people like Hitler, but not for us. For us, we should be decent. We should, whenever we have to say, now for example, you want to point out something to someone, you should say, do this. This is Sri Krishna's finger, you can't use it like that. Just say, do, means supporting it. This looks better. These hands are to be used for collectivity. See, we say namaste when we meet others. To thousands of people we can say namaste. But I don't like the shaking hand business because it's no good. Shaking hands doesn't create any collectivity. On the contrary, you might get all kinds of pins and needles and all kinds of problems from others. But when you talk to people, also, with these hands only you can feel. With these hands only you can care your children. With these hands only you can suggest your softness, your sweetness, and also with the mouth, which is of course is a part of the Vishuddhi, that's different. But especially hands, your gesture should show very heartfelt emotions, and then only these gestures have some meaning. Now in Sahaja Yoga, as you know, you hold each other's hands and the vibration starts flowing among yourselves. And you can also hear the tabla on your throbbings. So that shows that they are the communication. So these hands, which are really the beginning of the collectivity. Most important, I would say the most important things are the hands which act for your collectivity. As far as you are concerned, there are many other angels and other ganas who are standing behind you. They also extend their help to you whenever you want to communicate something. They also do your jobs very well. So whatever is expressed in your hand or through your hand, they immediately pick up. As you know that Vishuddhi has 16 petals and all ear, nose, throat, eyes, all are guided by this. Also the subplexus of this Vishuddhi is this one, is the Hamsa Chakra. So we have these eyes to see, eyes to communicate. The pure eyes communicate pure love, purity. With the pure eyes, you can cleanse people. With the pure eyes, you can help others. You can bring peace. The purification of the eyes takes place through your Vishuddhi and Agya. Here both things have to work out. The nose is very important. Nose has to be pure in the sense that you should be able to discard whatever is smelling badly, and you should be able to accept whatever is fragrant. It's very important because nose is the speciality of Sri Krishna, I would say, in the sense that he is a Kubera, and the Kubera has given the nose to the goddess. Some people have a bad habit of moving their nose just to show disapproval or something like this. They go on doing like that. This is very wrong, because then you are insulting yourself. You are insulting your Kubera power. So you have to keep your nose in a dignified manner. It should be a dignified nose. It should not be used for doing something which is indignified or which expresses contempt. Then your teeth are very important. You have 32 teeth, see, 16 of Krishna's powers divided into, you can say, 32. These are your teeth on both the sides. The right side is on top and the left down below. That is one thing we neglect very much in the West, I must say. In India it is not. It's very much we neglect, and that's what we have to look after. The reason for neglect is that, I would say, is laziness, must be the laziness. But at least twice or thrice you must brush your teeth. It's important, that I need not say. But more important is to change the brush. Also, you have to use butter or salt and oil to rub your gums. If you rub your gums properly, you will never have problems with your teeth and your gums. Moreover, every time in the evening, you must again brush your teeth. I've seen many people who come to me in the evening in the program, such a horrible smell from their mouth comes out. It is not that it's a disease, but it is only thing is that they have not cleansed their teeth. Also, there are people who will not even brush their teeth and start eating breakfast. I don't know, this was another theory started, I think, that you can eat your food without brushing. Teeth are very important and one must look after them. On the teeth depends all the qualities of your Vishuddhi. So one has to look after the teeth in a proper way and should never cleanse and never show temper with the teeth. It's a very bad habit. Also here is a gesture, I've seen that. If they don't like something, they just go on like this. It's a very wrong thing. One should avoid that kind of a gesture, and it's very dangerous for your teeth. So today's lecture is more sort of medical, I must say. A person who is spiritually endowed has an expression which can never be aggressive. He may not be good looking, he may not be very sort of a attractive personality, but the expression on the face is absolutely saintly. That is also the blessings of Sri Krishna. I have seen people after 1 year of realization, and I was surprised how their faces were changed that I could not recognize them who they were. The whole thing becomes absolutely mild, soft, peaceful, and very joyous. All the qualities of Sri Krishna can be expressed on your face. You can be sometimes mischievous to look at. So many expressions there are which come on the face and give you a very sweet feeling. But some people have a habit of looking in the mirror all the time, which is very wrong, because it gives you a kind of a funny ego. It's better to look at Sri Krishna's photograph than to look at your own faces, so that your face will become like that of Sri Krishna. Instead of you start looking in the mirror all the time, what will become of you, God knows, because if you go to your past, God knows what will become. So also I am thankful to psychiatrists that they don't like narcissism. But it's very dangerous to all the time watch your face in the mirror. Very dangerous. It creates a very funny personality that you start telling yourself, oh, I'm Napoleon, so you become Napoleon. And start behaving like Napoleon. Next day you find one Napoleon walks out of the bathroom. So one has to be careful not to pay so much attention and importance to your own self, but to yourself which is within, which is your spirit. And if you look after that side, then all these things will happen in such a beautiful manner. Also the hair are looked after by Sri Krishna. Now, you see, you know that he's very fond of anything that is like butter. So you have to put either butter or oil or something in your hair. If you don't put it, you will become bald. It is after all the karma phal. If you don't put oil, you will become bald. So you have to put oil, and oil was put always before in the West. I see all these old films and all that, they are all oil people. But now, of course, if you don't want to put oil, the daytime you can wash it off, or at least once a week you must oil your hair.
We can gently put our right hand on fingers stretched on top of our sahasrara. Press it. Here we can rotate it 7 times and thank Shri Mataji. Mother, thank you very much for coming on this earth. Mother, thank you very much for giving us our realization and accepting us as your children. Shri Mataji, please allow this self-realization to be established and allow us, please, Mother, to be connected with you with this all-pervading Param Chaitanya. Press it hard, not harsh, just the pressure so that we can feel it there. And bring it back on our lap, the hand, and we can have some music and meditate. Music, please. Thank you. Tim, can we have some music, please? Thank you very much, everybody, for being with us. And hope you can join the session tomorrow as well. And have a growth in the blessings of Shri Mataji. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ruby, for that nice meditation. Great meditation. Vishuddhi chakra, such an important chakra with all of those qualities as well. I feel it's very different to all the other chakras, just because of how much we have to focus on with things like the guilt and the collectivity and the purity in the voice, especially in these modern times. Those qualities are so much lacking. Something to focus on a lot, I feel. I won't keep everyone too long, just because I think we're quite a bit over time, but I will, instead of actually just doing a big recap, I might actually ask everyone just for a bit of a challenge. So one of the qualities of the Vishuddhi chakra is witnessing, yes? So I'd actually ask everyone, maybe it can be just at any point, maybe if you're super stressed in the day, or even if you're not, just try and find a couple of minutes at any point, and try and witness whatever situation is happening. Whatever is happening, just try and see if you can, look at yourself and not react to anything that's happening around you, not react to the situation, and just detach yourself from it. And I challenge everyone to really try this. And if you would like, please share your experience if you have any on the WhatsApp group. And I'd be super happy to hear those experiences. And please try that out.
We'll try.
Awesome. Yeah. And additionally, I just quickly share my screen, and I'll show you just the programs. So just for the local area, we went through them yesterday. Actually, so first I'll show Shri Mataji's photos. So Auntie Ruby briefly talked about just the photos and everything and setting up the altars. So I think you can all see my screen over here, basically in resources. We have Shri Mataji's photos for meditation, and all the photos over here. So you can just download these and print them out at a photo store and frame them, put them on your altar, and you're ready to go. There's that. And then just again, I'll quickly go through the classes. So here if we just go to streaming classes, we've got Australian classes for each state, and then worldwide classes. And we click on this page, and then basically all the websites for every country. That's your local collective, your local classes and everything. You can find it all over there. So I think I will leave it there. We can wrap it up. Thank you again, Ruby, for presenting. It was a very, very nice meditation.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, yeah. Thank you all for coming. And I again encourage everyone to try that small challenge of just really trying to witness whatever situation you're in and whatever point you choose. And again, try and share it on the WhatsApp group if you can. And we'll see you tomorrow for the next session, the second last day of the 21-day program. Goodbye, everyone. See you.
Good night. Good day to everyone. Thank you so much, Ruby, for a wonderful meditation. Goodbye. See you next time.